Welcome, welcome back, welcome back. I feel very sorry for you young feminist women. Like, you don't see that the war is over already. You can't use these stupid arguments. Um, the bad girls club and all the hot girl summer shit. It's almost at an end. Meaning, you'll always be able to do it. It's always been in existence, and good men understand you got tricked. So you joined the other side thinking you were gonna win. And all men would bow down and just say yes. All the hunk men will just be with you guys that are ball busters or something, and you'll shame men into giving you things. Well, you can see because the one that taught you this, look at how her life turned out. And even if she did successfully get a retard man to just bow down anyway, you're not doing it. You know, you're hitting the wall. You're getting she scooped that nigga in her 30s and her 20s and shit. Y'all 35 and waking up to the fact of I'm damaged, and it's okay. Men have been damaged. You get it? See, the world is not about condemning people for going through things, or it's like a man that breaks the law and goes to jail. When you get out of jail, you are a normal person again now. You served your time. We can look at you as a man that paid his debts, a woman that paid their debts. It's the same thing like running around and fucking mad dudes. We can forgive you once you stop doing that. Same thing with the feminist ideas. I'ma talk real crazy and I'ma da da da. Will society see? You can act tough when you're young because men will sleep with you. As you get older, men stop sleeping with you. And then as that happens, you just a mouth that's running. So then we start not inviting you places. Then other your female friends that are seeing what's really sounding horns, they see what's going on. They stop chilling with you because men talk, and we be letting them know like, yeah, your friend's gonna be real lonely soon because nobody wants to deal with her no more. And then because every era you get lonelier and lonelier, you become bitchier and bitchier and moodier and moodier, and you do little sneaky ass things, thus pushing yourself into a corner. This woman's about probably like 30 something. This man asks her, no, they had a question or argument or something, right? And he says, as a man, it's just better for me to just go get a younger woman that has less baggage. This woman turns on the ultimate feminism talk, and I know what I'm talking about. You know why? Because I'm 42 years old. I've been watching fucking YouTube for so long, and I've seen every single type of nationality, fat, skinny, tall. There is no when this regurgitation comes on. I've been watching this shit for the last couple of fucking years, and watching you win that argument over and over because men were too stupid to say certain things. Because once you let these secrets out, it changes things. But then men started realizing, fuck it, we got to help some of these other guys out because the world's they're getting too much power. Men are starting to actually believe this bullshit. So what we're going to do is start teaching them the reality of life. Let her be a feminist. Let her talk her shit. She a bad girl summer. And you ain't nothing but a dusty. And then in 10 years, she'll be 30, 35, and she'll be finished. And if you keep your head down and you work and you mind your business and you work out on your body and your mind, you'll be becoming the man she wants. And then as she decreases, you'll go up, and then she'll say, hey, big head, remember me? See, the red pill guys tell the men to take you on a date, make you gobble a whole lot of schnozzle, dog you out like a dog, and then never talk to you again for doing them dirty all those years. See, men tell niggas to do that to you. You know, revenge of the nerds, you know? Revenge of the Sith. What goes around comes around. See, me, on the other hand, I don't teach that method. I teach the method of forgiveness. But I do teach the method of what goes around comes around. See, I don't want men to sleep with you and abuse you and call you trash now because you literally had 500 dicks in you. You don't know how to speak proper fucking regular without having an attitude. If someone says one thing to you, you say they said this or you say they said that. You just throw words in people's mouth. Your brain's so broken, most people can't stand you. They pretend to like you because they got to go to work with you. But after that, it's all, see you later, I'm a little busy, You always get that shit because no one wants to play with you anymore. The games are almost over, and that's why I teach what Kevin used to teach and my Lord teach. Leave them alone. Let them talk. You let them do whatever. They're free. They have free will. And when they come back crawling, talking about remember me, you do what they did to you. You say, you're not good enough.
Like, let's be real. Like, why do you think that people respond? In the way they respond to you, it's valid. You can't just, like, shut out every criticism because then you'd be literally psychopath. If you just shut out all criticism and was like, I'm just going to exist and never take what someone says about me with the...
That's the definition of how to argue as a feminist. No other fucking points are valid except ours. That's why yous are losing, because men realize how to just say on the horns. Men realize how to say, wait up, you're gonna play heartstrings on my mind and my heart, lowering my intelligence, but all I have to do is just reverse what you're saying and put it on you, and then your feminism goes right to shit because you'll realize you're doing this ain't the thing you're objecting against. You get it? It's so easy to defeat yous. Yous will say, you men are running, you're taking all the power, and yous make all the money, and then I say, go work on an oil rig. And you go, oh, all right, never mind, I'll go back to being a waitress.
Grain of salt, at least.
Wait, so actually... That's fair. What's the criticism?
The corny-ass arguments ain't gonna work
it's
anymore.
It's not tone policing like this random person is saying.
You said,
like
oh, the people...
Yeah, over like this
saying,
random person over here saying that you can't make the argument.
Less baggage. What that makes it sound like younger women are easier to manipulate is what you're pretty much saying.
Wow.
Younger women are less experienced.
I did not get that from that at all.
And that right there is how the feminists even got their little way in. Because, you don't have to call them feminists. Back in the day, my father used to call them witches. All they do is play on the heartstrings of women, and they don't realize the fact of, that shit just doesn't work anymore. You don't get it. I lost my train of thought because this shit is so stupid that I'm watching an older woman schooling a younger woman on how to actually have a pattern of thought and argue right and make a point. Arguments have endings. It ends when somebody makes a point you can't run away from. So when a woman says, men only like younger women because you're easy to control, one, I'm going to reverse it on you right away. So, you're younger. That means young women are too stupid to choose boys, right? So then maybe you should be married off and you should never be allowed to choose men because you're too stupid when you're young, right? It's words out of your own mouth. Because you think that's what we think, that you're easily manipulated because you're young, which is fucking stupid. He said men want to go after women that are young because they have less baggage. It has nothing to do with what you're thinking. It means if you're young, you had less experience. Why? Because it's destiny. You can't be fucking young and, well, now let me, because we live in a world now where yous are 17 and got 50 dicks in you already. So we're not going to play that game. But the point is, young people don't have money. Young people can't go around, you know, so that means you automatically by default you can't do things. You get it? You had a little lack, so you have lack, and men want women that have a lack of penis in them, a lack of he broke my heart, he stole my money, he punched me in the face. You see, every time you have one of those things, that's emotional baggage. Every man that you get with, if you didn't get over what he did, now you got to be scared of the next man, which means you should never get into a relationship unless you're not scared of men anymore. But thus, you know, which make you, isn't that kind of weird? Women will say, I've been abused and I'm scared of men, you's a crazies, and I'll be like, yo, when the last time you had sex? You know, last night. What? Wait up, you got a hurt in life and you think men are monsters and you still let us touch you? Cause you know, like, once you, it's one thing to say some men are monsters, but like I said, this feminist talk, this every man and nobody else's opinion shit, it just sounds stupid now. That logic, that shit can't last more than 20 years. Just like a woman running around playing hot girl summer. Why? Because you're older and now you got all that baggage. You're wearing yourself down. It's the same thing as a man. If a man gets all this money and he wows out and starts blowing his money, you're gonna love your husband for doing that, right? Paying all the, wasting all the rent money, wasting your vacation money. No, women leave men like that and say you're not fucking a husband. You're unresponsible. You're not responsible, dog. I can't trust you. That's why men say when you fuck a lot of dudes, they don't want to make you their wife because they can't trust you. And it's you have a choice. You don't have to make yourself untrustworthy.
Okay. So what did you get?
Did those work? It's actually interesting because you kind of, I think, accused me earlier of like painting, like putting words in your mouth. Did those words ever exit my mouth?
You said less baggage, less trauma.
Actually, wait, hold on. Let me just flip this right back at you. Wouldn't somebody who's going through, like, who's not stable, be easier to manipulate? Somebody who has a lot of baggage is easier to manipulate. Somebody who's not steadfast and is not really grounded, aren't they easier to manipulate?
You see how easy it is to defeat your argument? You're gonna, because she's trying to really hold on to, I'm getting older now, and I'm gonna fight for this. Y'all older dudes better start fucking with us older chicks. Cause there ain't nothing else out there for me. I don't wanna fuck with them young niggas, they broke. I'll fuck them, but I ain't fucking staying with them, they broke. They got good dick and that's it, they too broke. I need a man. I need a grown ass man. Right? So, y'all don't realize though, you fucked up when you have this outlook. Why? Because it could be reversed on you. You're trying to say, you want a young woman because they could be manipulated. First of all, let's be real on both sides. Both sides of people can be manipulated because young women are manipulated. Before a woman gets broken, she's young and she got manipulated. So, that guy's kind of wrong. Everyone can be manipulated. Now the thing is though, if you had your heart broken, if you got the taste of sugar, if you got the taste of the good D, now you're hooked. So now you're gonna want to try it more. Get it? A woman that never had the D, you know, she's not gonna run around because she never tasted the sugar. She's not addicted yet. You get it? It's a dangerous reality we live in where everybody's going to be right and everybody's going to be wrong too in the way you look at it. Because in all reality, I see young women that had, good lives, good mom and dad, and they were the biggest whores ever. And they wasn't manipulated. They wanted to do it because, I don't know, it was fashionable, it was cool. And then I seen people that had no parents and they held on to their sex They don't just run around. They're worrying about shit, because when you kind of don't have parents, that means you're kind of gonna be a little bit poor. So if you're kind of a little bit poor, you're gonna be a little bit near the streets, and if you're a little bit near the streets, you're gonna see that thing called disease up close and personal, and how it destroys lives. So that's all you really need to do as a person, is just see what that shit really do to you, and then you be like, all right, I'm not gonna just, let me put this condom on, and let me not just fuck every single person and add baggage onto myself. You get it, ladies? This attitude, nobody has to care. This is what Kev tried to warn you of. When you get older, men are not gonna be there. Though your friends and shit, they're not gonna be there. They either have friends or they're dead. Get it? They either have a husband or they're already gone. Or they have a life. Or they move away. Or they whatever. And you're gonna have to live life with this thought process, this attitude, this I'm gonna argue all the time. And older people don't have time for that. We will shun you away and you will sit in your corner. And that's it. You can go get around other people that do that shit. And that's when the Royal Rumble starts. And a lot of you ain't built like that.
I could just make the argument in reverse.
That can literally
Checkmate.
go. That can go either
Checkmate.
way. That can go
Checkmate.
either way.
No,
Yes,
no.
it can.
Somebody who's
Somebody who's emotionally
somebody
stable
who's
is
emotionally
going to be.
stable is less
they're less
easy
likely.
to manipulate than somebody who's like, I don't know, less emotional.
I mean, that's kind of common sense, because usually they say if you have a mom and dad, you sound the horns. You know, people that are actually being parents, just not having a mom and dad. We're talking about people that actually, breathe this confidence and making you aware of these things and making you aware of your choices as an adult growing up. You have a penis or a vagina, and you're gonna have to, can't fuck up, or you're gonna have a baby, and all these other things. See, when you have that, that person has a chance to make the right decision. Not because of anything magical. No, they were told what the fuck is gonna happen in the future. You're gonna get this age. You're going to want to have sex. You're going to have sex. If you don't protect yourself from these dangers, when this shit comes, there's no going back. Once you jump off the cliff, that's it. You gotta deal with those problems and that baggage. And that's it. Now, everyone doesn't listen, obviously, because of the urge of wanting to have sex, and then the need of, I'm a man and a woman. We procreate. It's not a fucking urge. I'm not just horny. I'm not just a horn dog. She's not just a slut. No, we're born to have sex and procreate with each other. People just turned it into a fucking game. And that's why people are learning the hard way. Every game has rules.
What I'm saying is actually,
you're better at
what
nothing,
I'm saying, in a rough place, they don't have their wits about them. I mean, hey, I hope it never happens.
You don't know anything. You're just better at everything in life.
That's not what I said at all. I
You don't know
said,
anything.
Trying to get in an argument or talking to people and constantly saying, oh, you're just saying you're better. You're just... Technically, no, they're not. If they wanted to say that, they would. That's what the GMB TV is for. Everyone else is going to do the nice thing. They're going to tell you these things make you good. If you having sex and you're wailing out, and they're going to say that's not good. I'm going to tell you the truth. If I hit more home runs than you, I'm better than you. If you make more money than me at making money, you're better than me. If it comes to morals, the thing like people actually care about, if I'm more moral than you, I'm better than you. Everyone's got to get this fucking baby stuff out of their mind with not being able to admit someone's better than you. Because as soon as you say, I'm better than you, another motherfucker is right next to you, and they're like, well, I'm better than you. And then someone's next to them, and I'm better than you. So get the fucking cornball. I feel sad. There are people better than me. So what? See, that's what's wrong with everybody. Everybody doesn't want to be told the truth and know that there are people better than you. Because you ain't doing shit. If you ain't doing shit, then you ain't better than nobody else. Everybody's better than somebody at something. Everyone. That's just the way it is. But, you know, if you ain't doing nothing and you're just bullshitting, you don't ever feel better. That's why envy and jealousy is running rampant right now. Because motherfuckers don't do nothing. So all a nigga gotta do is live life. And you'll be jealous of him. Fuck him. Why is he happy? Why are things going good for them? Because the Lord said, get your ass up and I'll help you.
What
You
I'm
haven't
saying,
experienced things and gone through
what I'm
things. Like, have you
saying,
learned
what I'm
anything
saying
like that?
is actually,
Like, you're better at
what
nothing,
I'm
you know
saying
nothing?
is actually that someone who is emotionally stable and healthy, has healthy relationships, hasn't been, you know, hurt or abused or doesn't have divorces under their belt and all these emotional scars and damage, they're more confident, they're less easy to pull the wool over their eyes. Look, she's nodding. And this is
I mean, how common sense is that? Now, we're going to leave this video alone because I'm more likely going to get a copyright strike. And I don't want to do that. Anyway, I didn't want to make this video to be angry. I'm starting to really understand what my mission is with the smashing egos. You know, we spent the first year just straight on Super Vegeta mode. But, you know, I got a lot of love in my heart, and it's just, I've been through a lot in life, so I know how it feels. This is why I try to talk to women from the man's perspective, because some of you still have time. You're young, or you're even old, it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm 35, and, all right, you may not be 30, 40, you know? I don't know how that really works with the kid thing. I've been watching so many videos where women are complaining that they're not going to be able to have babies now, and they're sad, and that superwoman feminist outlook. I don't need no man, and average men ain't shit. And it's just so sad that nothing's going to really stop this anyway, too. Like, I feel so sad for the future. It's still going to be good, though. There's a lot of people that, you know, like like, didn't get damaged or did get damaged. I don't know if it's in one of my older videos or I was just talking to myself, giving myself good points to make videos. But I remember saying to myself about how damaged people need to get the fuck out of the dating game when it comes to dealing with normal people. Like all these women talking about, I want a good man and all of that, and you got kids and you got all this baggage and you have all this men hurt you and you talk like that lady and all these other ladies on these videos. Stop fucking trying to date normal men. You don't deserve them. They are not going to tolerate your shit. They're not broken. They never been, you know, really fucked up like that. So y'all got to stop with that. And y'all got to really realize the only option you do have options for regular men, because men are very forgiving. And, you know, we understand some of you can change. You know, so it's not like I'm just telling you completely stay away. I'm saying if you know you still fucking broken, or you was broken on certain things, you know, like leave regular people alone, bro. Like, and I'm speaking as one of you. I ain't talking like I'm a regular person. No, I'm speaking like one of you, because I could look at myself and see in all these different ways that I'm damaged, you know? Like not having certain things being stable, having to move to 5 different states and all these fucking things that have happened in my life made me not stable as a man. So I can't talk, I can't expect a certain life, you know? I can't expect women to look at me as a certain way. And shit like that gets men like me mad. it even makes it where it's kind of stupid where I talk about these things, but in all reality, no, everyone gets to talk about these things and warn people. That's the one thing I've always believed in, is learning off people that tried to do things and they failed. Why? Because you could tell me what you did, and I could say, all right, I'm not doing that. That leads to failure. Period. I don't need a professor. I don't need to learn from the winners. The winners won their way. You're not going to win the way they did it. You can't talk like him. You don't look like him. Your game ain't like his. So how he going to tell you how to get women? How he going to tell you how to get your wife? Get it? This is what's wrong with a lot of fucking things in the world. We got too many, everything's jumbled up. Broken people trying to be with fixed people trying to be with broken people, and it's like real weird where it's a good dynamic, you know, reach down and help one up and all that. So I'm not saying this is a very bad thing that people do this, but I think it's really, with women, yous have to stop. Yous really got to stop. Yous got to know you're damaged. You got to know that you're average or below average, or you're fucking poor. I'm tired of women acting like they're not poor. We're in a fucking recession. You can put all the makeup in your fucking pictures and all of the fake shit. It's ridiculous. You're just so embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Like I just feel so sad for so many women, because y'all think the makeup and the jewels and sitting next to a car. I look in the majority of women's eyes and you could just see the sadness. You can have all the money in the world, your ass is still sad. You could fake it to everybody else. They ain't even, the only reason more people don't even call y'all out is because they faking. You could smile, you could all right, perfect example. I be going on this little dating thing just to, read profiles and, maybe find a friend, maybe if it, but majority, I just literally like to see in what people say and think and how many different looking people there are. I love people. And when I say it's embarrassing for women, especially my women, yous really, really got to start losing weight. And I know that's a big problem yous don't like to hear, but I'm telling you to your face, as a man that likes black women but never really got to have one, because there's always some stereotype bullshit that when I get with one of yous have the stereotypes, and men that grow up are not dealing with it, period. And it's really, yous are fucked, yo. So many of these other women are out here and they dress black, they talk black, they know how to shake their asses, they like your man's music, they like everything about your fucking man, bro. And y'all don't even fucking respect us, y'all don't even like us. And it's sad, y'all reject us so much. And it's just crazy, when this real recession shit start kicking in, y'all gonna suffer so bad. Y'all gonna watch black men take care of other nations of people just because they can't deal with your ass. It's gonna be sad. Y'all thinking all that rich man shit and all that. Wait till y'all see average black men doing that shit to you. And when y'all out there with y'all children in the street, watch when y'all see that shit. It's gonna kill y'all inside. Y'all gonna be real mad and not realize you did it to yourself. And I'm not trying to throw shade, but it is what it is. Everything I've been listening, Kev Samuels, and Kevin really was I don't know if he was a plant or I don't care. He said shit that was so true, and he tried to warn you over and over, yo, winter's coming. He's not talking about dating. He's talking about what the fuck is about to happen in this country. Period. He can see it. He's a financial guy. He told you over and over, I'm watching this shit. I'm rolling with the big dogs or whatever. Business is not running as usual. Everybody gonna have to learn how to tighten up their belt. And y'all don't understand. Y'all have been so driven to the opposite of your man that when this recession hits, back in the 30s and 40s, the Great Depression, you had men to help you survive through that. Yous don't have your men anymore. Yous don't really get it. that just see women on the street and all of that. And yo, you like some of you, I'm not talking about all of yous are like getting us like hotel destroyed and murdered for bags and regular things. When the depression keeps going and the little ones that are crazy and the gangsters, they're gonna keep doing more and more crazier shit, and us average men are gonna keep seeing this shit, and we're not gonna trust any of yous. You like, and that's sad to say that too. Like, you're gonna have to face the world because you refuse to lose weight. Your children are gonna grow up in a world with no protection. Y'all think this shit is funny now. It's all cute now. It's all cute now. But when these jobs start going, and all you have is a man, you know, because there's always going to be man jobs. The structure of this world has to keep going regardless of the society falls down. Y'all don't get that. That means all y'all jobs that are easy go bye-bye, and then all the jobs that keep shit going, keep shit going. You know the jobs you don't like doing? You too pretty for that. Remember? It's beneath you. And now there's so many people. You know, I really feel bad for my women. Because y'all already got to suffer through all this shit, all the psychologicals, and just being broke, and just that feeling of people feel better than you, even though, you know, they're regular like you, but they make you feel like that. I understand. It's not just my people. All these things I say is for everyone. All I know is a lot of people are going to have to learn that teamwork is what it is. And a lot of women are going to have to realize you're not in a movie. There's nothing wrong with being average. And being good to a man was the only way for an average woman ever to be married. All of that fucking booty popping and sassy shit, that ain't never got y'all married back in the day, and it ain't gonna get you married now. Wearing that makeup and enhancing your beauty 3 levels up does not mean anything. When I have sex with you, that shit's coming off, and I gotta see who you really are. And why would you get upset over that? Because you want me to believe the lie. You want to live in a lie. And you need to wake up. Go be with your average looking man. You know how many below average looking? I'm talking now, you're not even average, you're below. Overweight, face just looking like, I'm like, it's just like, not, you know, I ain't gonna say ugly, like, but shorty, your eyes is bugging out, your mouth look weird, you got big ass head, short ass legs, your legs skinny, but your whole body look like a little M&M. And y'all talking about, I ain't got no time to waste. I need a real man, and I need a da-da-da. You be happy to get a bus driver. Give a fuck about how much money you make. You be happy to have a nigga there. Oh yeah, that's what you want and can't seem to get, because you keep saying, I want a nigga with more money and he has to have more looks. And those men didn't want you back then. Why do they want you now? You're older and you gained weight. I ain't trying to be mad at you, shorty. I'm trying to get you married. I'm trying to get some of y'all a boyfriend. You know? A lot of y'all gonna die alone, angry, teaching the next generation all your little hate without even realizing you're doing it. You gotta wake up. Some of you got daughters, sons. How you gonna lead your daughter down the road that you already led?